Support Laneside. Get something cool. All right, and welcome back to the Lanes here with our resident two-hander. That's me, the bearded beast, here on the easiest of easy house shots. And we're checking out a new nameplate here from Hammer, but we've seen that core before. It's the Hammerhead. Now let's talk about the return of a legend here. A lot of people over the last few years have been asking for the return of a classic in the Hammer lineup. Some people called it the Rodman, some people called it the Badass, some people called it the Web, but that spheroid core, that monster version of a similar core that we saw in the GB, has made its return. And they've wrapped it in the Aggression Solid cover stock. The same cover we saw on the Black Widow. Ooh, nice carry. The Black Widow 2.0 and the Dark Web to create a very strong, very smooth, almost benchmarky reaction for Hammer. Now, we've seen a few different benchmarks come out this year, but this one's a little different. If you look at the core numbers here, 2.481048, that's in that stealth mode area. Even, I hate to bring up the forbidden name, but that's even in that Storm Phase 2 area. So this has a lot to live up to. But I'm seeing a lot of performance here. Now, as I did say, this is the Aggression Solid cover stock. No HK22. They didn't want it to be as clean as we've seen with other balls, because we've said this in a few different videos. When you've got HK22 in the ball, it does seem to make the ball a little bit longer, a little bit more reactive down lane, and they wanted this one to be more smooth. And to help that out, they finished it at 502,000, so this thing has a lot of teeth. It's already going to be reading the oil fairly early, but it still seems to have enough motion to get through the pins. Now, this is one of those mystical balls that both reads the front part of the lane and hooks down lane. If you just watch it here, you can see that it's just... What they're talking about is they want a ball that really reads the mid lane. It doesn't skate so far down through the front that it misses the break point and ends up going too far down the lane. That's when you leave 710s, you miss the head pin, things like that. They want something that's going to spin up through the middle of the lane. It's going to have a fair amount of energy when it gets to the break point, so it can still get enough angle of entry to carry out the pins. If you want to learn more about these core dynamics and why we choose these things, don't forget to check out my book there, A Modern Guide to Fit and Arsenal Construction for Two-Handed Bowlers. So I've been making some moves here. Ooh, body moves. Oh, see? Little move here. We made a 5-board move from that 9-pin, the original one. You can see it carried it out, but there's still more area to move. This Aggression Solid, I mean, we've seen it on the Black Widow 2.0, and everybody loved the Black Widow 2.0. So we know this cover has some motion to it. And this gigantic spheroid core, like, holy moly. This is a big, dense mass in this ball. So it allows this ball to be really rolly. When it gets its traction and starts making its move through the pins, it makes its move. Like, look at this. Oh, and the carry. Thank goodness for Dynamic Core. Because the Dynamic Core is making me look really good right now. Really, really good. So this is a new nameplate. But really, this is the kind of performance that you guys have been asking for a while. It's that big, strong core, like the really large core that's going to be less than the Hazmat Solid, but much more versatile than we saw out of the GBs. God, boy, oh boy, does this thing ever carry. And you know, sometimes just those big cores, Dynamic Core, they just seem to produce a different kind of carry there. You can see it, the pin splash I was getting. Here's Trebor throwing it left-handed. And watch the way it comes off the spot and gets through the pins. Good heavens. It almost hooked past that 8-pin for our left-handers, 9-pin for our right-handers. So here we are with the Rattler. This is a benchmark ball. We use it because every company has something with similar core dynamics, so that when you are comparing what you've got to what we're throwing, you've kind of got an idea, apples to apples, what to expect. So you can see, my Rattler hooks pretty decently on this pattern here. But check out when we put the hammerhead. It's got a little bit more differential. So you can see it gets inside there. And it needs the oil to keep on the lane. Like, man, oh man, it gets there from inside in all the deep oil and still outhooks it. Watch it again here in slow motion. To give you an idea, look at my feet there. I'm 8 to 10 boards apart here. This is a big, strong symmetrical. And if you look back at some of the stuff we've had from Hammer, we haven't had a big, strong, solid symmetrical since really the Hazmat Solid. Most of the stuff that's been coming out recently has been asymmetrical. So it's nice to have another one of these big pieces in the lineup again. Let's watch it from the lane level here against the Rattler. And just watch the path as it goes down lane here. The motion is right on top of each other. Like, the motion of the Rattler and the Hammerhead are very, very similar. So that's where you get that real benchmarky feel. But the Hammerhead just has more cover. It's got a little bit more core and a lot more cover. Like a significantly stronger cover. Because look, it's in the oil the entire way down. And then still out-continues the Rattler. It has traction through the deck, so it actually splits the 8-9, almost runs over the 9 or the 8 and misses it. So to paraphrase a famous movie, I think we're going to need a bigger boat for this one. This is a big shark. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.